me gas money, even when I'm probably asking, so I put in a couple bucks to lift the pump and let it take your top off. A gallon. He won't think I'm clowning, but I wish I ain't throw as many nickels in the river as I've tossed in fountains. But now, if I do a bid for a piece, it's at auction houses. We are not in the same boat.
All right, okay, so yeah, what's up, my boy? We got Dvos in the building.
What's up, man?
You know what I mean?
What's
First
good,
of all, I want to give you my sincerest apologies. You know, on my predictions, I ain't say your name right. That's because a lot of us not familiar with you. You know, I hope you be able to understand that. But that's how we gonna kick this off. I want you to introduce yourself to the people. Tell us where you from. Tell us, you know, how you kind of how you got into battle rap. How you been moving around for the people that's unfamiliar with you.
For sure, man. So my name is Dvos. I'm from Albuquerque, New Mexico. I represent Universal Battle Realm, which is the premier rap battle league in New Mexico. I've been battling for I think this year will be 9 years in August. I've been battling for. I spent a very large amount of time, like half of my career I spent just battling on my home league. Because we have a really good community out here. We had a really, you know, like at that time, like a really large roster. So I was trying to just get the respect from the community here that had been around for like maybe 3 or 4 years before me, you know.
Right.
So at a certain point, you know, I took off. I started doing out of state battles. Right. My first one was actually a PY in Canada for King of the Dot. So that was my first out of state battle. And then from there,
dope. How was that?
Man.
How was that for you? Who did you battle? At King
I
of the
battled
Dot?
Noah. I bet you guys might know him because he's also, I guess he's Midwest Indiana or something out there. Noah is the white Christian dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man, that was a fun night. He got real pissed off at me. I pissed him off pretty good.
So this is gonna be hard to win. Specifically for you, twat. I know Noah ain't gonna do squat. I'm sleeping with your bitch, playing with your kids, and I'm sipping on their juice box, and then I said I'm sleeping with your bitch. I said I'm sleeping with your bitch, playing with your kids, and then I'm sipping on their juice box, and then I walk out the house while playing dump on a boombox. Hey, suck my fucking Italian cock.
Yeah.
Which is,
I'm gonna have to go check that out.
Hey, man, you know what, man? I don't like that footage as much. But what I will say, you know, I was really happy to have a relationship with King of the Dot that early into battling out of state. And on top of that, the thing that was actually more notable was just like I had done some media stuff. I don't know if you've seen the trolling that I've had for T. Riley, but like that's a large part of what I do. That's, you know,
yeah, I've been seeing everything. That's one of the reasons I wanted to do this interview, because like y'all been going crazy, and I'm glad, especially for a Midwest card. Shout out to Black Ice Cartel Battle League for doing this card. Like, I'm so geeked that battle rap is getting back to its roots. Like all this fake shit, all this Hollywood shit, I ain't fucking with that shit. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm seeing hungry niggas promoting, you know, like we used to back in the day. I'm surprised to hear that you've been battling for 9 years. Like, wow. Like I don't know. What do you think was one of your biggest roadblocks that's been holding you back from, you know, from
you know what,
reaching your plateau?
I think a lot of people see it as a roadblock, and maybe I just have the wrong, like as far as like a business or an ambition mindset about this. I came from a league where like success was incremental, but I came to respect that because what it meant is like I saw my peers, like people from out of state, like they would, you know, they have a couple local battles and then they have a big name and then, you know, some shit like that. But it feels like they burn out, you know, or they get too upset with the Hollywood shit. Whereas I feel like I've been able to kind of experience the change of time, so to speak, and watch, you know, from the outside looking in at different leagues. Because again, I'm from New Mexico. Like we are the only battle rap presence in the state. So we don't really deal with politics. We are the only
I'm not even gonna lie. I would have never even knew that New Mexico had a battle league. No bullshit.
Right, like, and we've been around for a very long time, man. This year will be we're gonna crown it our 12-year anniversary, right? So, you know, but we've been around forever. Lush One has known about us forever. He used to come out here and fuck with it. I mean, he's been here a gang of times, but like. People know about us, man, and so like it's cool because on the West Coast we have kind of like a respect from our golden era, and now we're kind of like evolving into the next wave of that, the new wave of people, and it's just a transition period. But going back to it, to your question, was I think that I was okay with taking certain battles to like level myself up. I consider myself to be humble. And now I'm at a point where I think that has hurt myself, because there are names who I would not have battled, just because like I look at their track record and where they're going, and it would have done nothing for me. And while I'm, proud to have been on King of the Dot, like Noah is an example that did nothing for me. He was pissed off. He didn't promote the battle. He was mad I trolled him. I had dirt on him, and it was true. And
did he cook? He didn't try to cook you? Was it trash?
No,
like was it a body?
Man, but I don't mind saying it. Like years later, Noah's trash. He's been trash. I can't knock Hustle. I'm sure he's a great person. I'm sure he's like, he'll mow your lawn or some shit for you if you need. But like as a battle rapper, like
no, so I'm sure he's a great person. Dog, right. You funny as hell. You funny as hell. I want to say this. Like I used to battle myself, and I dealt with a lot of battle rappers. You are like the most polite fucking battle rapper I ever met. I would have thought you was Canadian. Like I would have thought you came from King of the Dot or some shit. Like, dog.
Man, because I do the politics side of it too. I help run the league out here, So like there's a time to talk shit and there's a time to not. I'm not gonna blame a bunch of fucking people on me not being in places that I think I should have been. Like I understand how shit goes, and I'm not trying to be messy like that ever. So that's the politeness, because I think I know how to like move without being a problem. To lead.
Okay, so but speaking of that level of politeness that you seem to exude, I ain't saying you do that on the stage, but I watched a few of your battles, when I found out about you, and I don't know if I've seen you on a so-called quote unquote urban league. Like is this your first time? Do you feel like this would be your first time being in an urban setting?
Well, I'll say this. I don't know that I'm the person. I don't know that I'm the person to decide what an urban league is. But to answer your question, I think I had a battle on West Coast Elites against this guy named K-Phil.
I'll expose the bitch in you, K. Don't even bet me. The most interesting thing about this man is your chromosome says Dos Equis. Keep going. Because his chromosome says Dos Equis. Go comatose in a second if you're questioning my apex genetics. Like, the fuck are you gonna do? Fuck a 23 and me. Let's talk about this 22 and you.
Ouch! It was probably a room that is similar to the Black Ice room, and a room that may have not, seen me and gone, oh, this shit is going to be fire. And I ended up killing that battle. That was probably the first one that I got a lot of notoriety for. After that, I go into bots. I've done the Crucible twice. I've done 2 of the first drafts, and then I got to the second phase.
You did the Crucible twice? It's on the app?
Yeah, man. So King Crash.
See what I mean, man? Like, so let me. Yeah. So look. Let me ask you about. I'm sorry. Look. Not sorry to cut you off, but look. I've been having this debate with all the homies and shit. Like, how do you feel about? Don't you think the app has a big part in the state of the culture, like where things are right now? Like, I feel like Smack holding niggas hostage and shit. Like, cause there's so many dope motherfuckers that we never really heard of. You know what I'm saying? Like.
I don't think that it holds it hostage, because I do think that the money thing is legitimate. Like, I think that, and this is not a cut at URL or anybody, but I think it's like, you heard the term like house broke. I think they got like a $500,000 home and they're making $499 a month, like $499,000 a year, right? So like they definitely got the money to do shit.
You really think that's all they're making?
My point, no, I don't think that's all they're making. It was just the analogy. But my point is like, while they are making a ton of money, the cost of throwing an event, the cost that the battlers ask for, the cost of like all of that shit, I feel like it adds up. And so I'm not surprised that the app is like the means by which they achieve the amount of money they need to continue to put these events out. But at the same time, like I feel like this is an opportunity that wouldn't hurt URL regardless. If people want to go battle on leagues, they're going to drop on YouTube, and they want to do that primarily. There are other leagues that would love to be in URL or King of the Dots position and are on track to achieve that, as the years go on. So like, just invest in yourself. It may not be URL, but if you're trying to get notoriety, the notoriety, in my opinion, should be how well of a battler you are and your opponent, and how well the battle and like the production of it is. If you think that has to be on URL, I think you're mistaken. Now, if you want to be known as a URL battler because of right? Because of the weight that name carries. That's completely valid, but you will have to play by those rules, you know, and it's their fucking platform. So if they want to play by, if they have these rules and you want to be a URL battler or a king of the dot battler, there are things you're going to have to abide by. And if one of them's the app, that's just what the fuck it is. Like,
right.
you know, it's
Facts.
not like there's a lack of big leagues that drop on YouTube. There's like 5, 6, 7 of them at this point. Like, go over there, you know, but don't shit
Yeah.
on people who are trying to afford the shit that they do for, you know, doing it that way. Like everybody who signs, like and I don't know how this shit works, so don't call me, but if there are contracts in place that prevent people from battling on other leagues, then that is what they decided to do. But if they don't have that, go battle on another league. And I don't think anybody is like an asshole for choosing to just, I don't know, look out for themselves.
Let's get into this Black Ice Cartel, the Cage Resurrection card. Like, I'm so excited about this shit. And I've been seeing the promo, you know, like I be having a lot of shit going on. I got some other things that I'm working on right now. So
yeah,
I don't be really tapped in like I should, but I'm trying to get there. You know, we working on it over here. But I see you in the Facebook group in the Black Ice Cartel Battle League and on Instagram with them and all of that. Has anybody heard from T. Riley?
Nah, man, he'll share some posts I make. He don't really, it doesn't look like he really promos like that. So I like to just keep up my end of it. You know, I want to look like a good investment to Black Ice and John Doe and the staff out there because, you know, they gave me this opportunity. I mean, I won the tournament damn near twice, but I appreciate being a part of it. And it was completely worth, you know, being active in these groups because this card is absolutely amazing. It'll be the first time I've had a battle shot by Ruin Your Day, you know, and Black Ice footage already looks fire. So like having those two people work, John Doe and Avocado, like I'm extremely excited for this.
Like, man, I was so, listen, when I seen the little trailer drop, I was at work. I'm always fucking at work. That's why I don't deliver this footage enough. But I seen the fucking trailer. I was at work and I ain't even supposed to have my phone out on the floor where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I dare to drop my motherfucking phone. Like, oh shit. I seen some shit that said avocado. I was like, God damn. Like, this shit is fire.
I'm sure that was the whole pitch. Is John Doe looked at him and said, "Yo, we can look at avocado." Like,
and that's crazy because like that's one of the reasons I call my shit unpopular opinions because you know I always seem to like kind of find a way to take the motherfucker that everybody doesn't think is gonna win. So I mean, so if you can understand what I'm saying, that should be a compliment to you. Something I noticed in the recent promo. You know, bringing up the groups and everything that's going on. It seems like with my prediction vlog, everybody that I said was gonna lose is going fucking crazy. Like I said,
what else are we to do? Like,
man, I see the first thing I said Showstopper. I said Showstopper was gonna lose to KD. I seen him go crazy with the little fight video. The little skit he did. Then I've been seeing you like every other day, just promo, going crazy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you saw Mike G. I picked Mike G to lose against AK.
Yeah.
And he slid on him.
Yo, man, you know what? I need to get to know who people are because I see the Black Ice page. People are going crazy and talking shit, but I'm like, I don't know who are you talking shit to?
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, you got.
So that's my problem. I gotta get familiar. But you're right,
yeah, I'm
man.
gonna have to shoot you an inbox and shoot you some of these links so you can check out some of these battles. Are you done with your bars? You think? Tell the people what can we expect? What can we expect from Dvos?
Man, I'm close, right? So like, I think there are two things that I've been focusing on. One is the Black Ice tournament on the Twitter Spaces, I think, was an introduction to a lot of people. Was an introduction to me to a lot of people, and I think that I sold myself in a certain way. The charisma, as you alluded to in the predictions, the energy, the aggression, you know, and I want to give them, you know, what they asked for, so to speak, or what they're expecting. Right? That Dvos is the Dvos that won the tournament. Is the Dvos that got the votes. So I want to be that, you know, continue to what that looks like live. The other thing is T. Riley is unknown, you know, more or less to this region and into the greater battle rap community because he ain't I don't know, he took like a 6-year hiatus to grow his locks out or some shit. And then when he
Is
came
that what he
back
was
and,
doing?
you know, they were right. That's what it looks like, man. He used to have no fucking hair at all. Now he's got these big, like Pokemon looking things, you know, like that hanging off of his head. And I'm happy for him, man, especially like receding hairlines are right around the corner for him. So at least he's
Man,
got those to fall back on.
Hey man,
And
you better bring that same kind of energy. Like I really think this battle is gonna be a major style clash. Like I had heard of him before too. I hadn't seen him in a while, and I didn't know if he was like I had to go back and look him up. Like, damn, that's a name that somebody else could have. Is this the same nigga I saw back in the day? Like he's been battling a long time too. That's one of the things I love about this battle. Like y'all should both be very polished. Like if I decide to come back, you know what I'm saying? Like I would. There's no fucking way I'm gonna not show 10 years worth of growth, you know what I'm saying, if I've been doing this shit that long, for real.
right. No, that's how you know what? I agree with that opinion, but I don't think that it applies to him. I don't think that he's shown that. I think that he has adapted to a modern version of battle rap, because it's not like the grind time shit. Because I do my homework. I don't disrespect my opponents. I don't sleep on nobody. Even if he might be trash, but I'm not going to sleep on him. He might decide to not be trash for me, and I appreciate that.
Do you expect all the mustache bars?
The mustache bars, the suit bars, the Chicago or like the Midwest region seems to think that I look like Johnny Depp, which is fine.
I swear to
guess.
God, bro.
Right.
Listen, he finna say, hey, you know what? I'm not even gonna do that. Because I don't like to do that as a blogger. I might give somebody an idea and they flip it.
Well, but I expect it, man. But you know what though? It feels like he's watching my battles. He makes certain memes that he only would have known if he would have seen an older battle. So he's seen, before the mustache, right? So he's seen all of that shit. And I feel like if he's done his homework, he'll know that the mustache and the suit bars and the hair shit and all of that, they're fun. I enjoy them, but they don't really win people battles, unless it's really good. And I hope it is really good. I can respect a good attack on me. I appreciate it. But more often than not, it's not enough, And I'm also used to hearing like the most defamatory shit about myself. So I'm not really worried about it. What I'm worried about is making him relevant to this audience. He's the worst part of this entire experience. We got this beautiful pregame party. We got this beautiful lineup. We got avocado.
Oh my God,
filming.
bro! It's like I saw somebody say it's like the all-star battle rap weekend. I swear to God. Like speaking of promo and how everybody been going crazy with the promo. I heard you got something going on with the are you doing a raffle for a free pay-per-view or something like that?
Yeah, thank you for bringing it up, man. Yeah, so if you get a pay-per-view ticket, it's just for the pay-per-view. If you get a pay-per-view ticket and you screenshot that shit and send it to me, I'm going to put your name in a raffle. I've got, 4 or 5 people already. I'm going to put you in a raffle. I'm going to draw it on the 9th. I'm going to be flying in that day, but I'll try to go live, draw it on the 9th. And if you win, I'm going to refund your pay-per-view ticket. You'll get it for free. So just for fucking with Black Ice and for supporting me. Another way to do it is that if you send me $5 on Cash App, I'll put the Cash App in when I share the video. If you Cash App DV0S Dvos, if you Cash App Dvos $5, you'll also be in a raffle for the pay-per-view. Right? So if you don't got $35 right now, you probably got $5. Cash App me that, you might get the fucking pay-per-view, So I'll make it real easy for people. Nobody got it on Valentine's Day for their side dudes or their side chicks, and that really hurt me, but we'll do it, we'll do it this way. Right?
Yeah, so I heard you trying to come through and do some WWE moves and jump off the side of the cage and do all of that, huh?
I've been really curious because this cage element is cool. You can work it into the material. You can jump off of it and hit people.
You really want to know how serious it is? Did you watch any of the last cage battles?
I watched they put a couple out, but my favorite is like the QPJC one. I really like that one. I like how it's shot. Right. Yeah. And so I'm thinking about if I just push the cage around while he's rapping, he'll have to follow me. And I think that'd be really fun. But I like the environment. I like the idea of having like just us there on the stage. Nobody's grabbing shirts or doing all that shit. The only thing that's different though is I would like if the footage had the crowd around the cage, where it wasn't just like one side of it, because you'd film from the other side and it would just be the other camera dude in like a wall. And I feel like if it was pitch style, it would look a lot doper. But I trust John and
we
Avocado
making history. I was gonna say we making history. You ain't nobody's ever seen Avocado.
Yo, Avocado is gonna have great footage for this event.
It's about to be the beginning of a new era. What else can I talk to you
about, man? What else can I talk to you about, T. Riley? He's dog shit, he's dog water, and I'm gonna, wipe the floor with him, and I'm gonna say a bunch of shit no one's ever heard.
Is this scheduled for 1 round or 3 rounds?
It's 3-round battle, man, and I actually have 3. I've got 3 rounds of material like ready to go. I've got 3 rounds of shit that's gonna, is gonna trump anything he walks in there with, because he's a tactician. He should know, that's what's gonna happen to him.
So yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. So just a couple more things before we get the hell up out of here. I wanted to know, watching some of your battles and seeing that you come from one of those type of styles from kind of from the end of the era that I grew up in, the grind time era. Tell me some of your favorite. I ain't gonna put pressure on you and tell you to make a top 5 or no shit like that. But tell me some of your favorite. Who were you influenced by?
Oh man, you know what? The grind time, I would say some major influences, which I think are easy to see in how I rap now. I'm a big Mad Flex fan. I like Big K, Pass. I like Caustic. I like DNA. I think SoCon was funny back then. I'm not really a huge how it has adapted now, but Fresco's fire. Man, I like Nestle. Nestle is really fun.
I can see that. Yeah, I could definitely. So that makes a lot of sense. I could definitely see those styles. You know what I'm saying? In your influence.
Peanut's like another one that I really fuck with. Peanut.
Oh yeah, he slept on. Slept on. Yeah, and then the last thing I want to ask you, have you tapped into the Milwaukee scene, and more of the Midwest scene being put on this card and everything like?
Yeah, man, I did my homework because I wanted to see what their crowd was like, because I'd watched Black Ice battles before, but I wanted to make sure I do my homework because I always do. So I've watched just about 4 years worth of Black Ice battles.
That's what's up.
Right? Because I know about like, just for instance, like I know about the Lil Dave shit. I know about like the Vixen, the 2-on-2, the K Shine and
okay. So you definitely tapped in.
Yeah, and then the cage battles, of course, in preparation for this, So like I've been watching a lot of it because I want to just see what they react to, what the vibe of it is, what the battle rap IQ is. I'm actually really impressed by the battle rap IQ. I really appreciate that, because you go to a lot of places and you make like battle rap culture references and they don't really hit, and I feel like in Black Ice they do, which is fire, because you can
absolutely
appreciate the culture that you're in and like the other competitors, and you can like take shots at people and reference shit. So I really appreciate that about the audience,
That's
so
what's up,
I'm
man.
excited to show out for them.
Yeah, so I mean, before we finally get up out of here, then I guess give me some promo. You got some more things coming up. You got you tell the people about your Twitters and your motherfucking Instagrams and all of that.
So Instagram is the guy with the ties. Twitter is @Ganja La Bamba. Follow Universal Battle Realm on YouTube and Facebook. I want to shout out some businesses: Day One's Clothing, Arrogant Marketing, Rob with the Bob, Pretty Boy Detail, Point Dang Productions, Shut Up and Talk Radio, Godsent New Mexico with Attitude, Loud Cloud Magazine, and Honest Abe Clothing. That was my short list. I apologize. So that's that's the businesses you got to check out. Look for the websites. These are all New Mexico brands. Check out Universal Battle Realm on YouTube. I've got more battles coming up, but I can't talk about it because the flyer ain't dropped yet. I can't say what's going on.
Respect.
I'm hoping to come out back to Black Ice this year if they'll have me. And then on top of that,
I feel like the best thing you could do for both of those things you just said, your cards you can't speak on, and to be able to return to Black Ice, is you got to come in here and cook. You got to prove me wrong. I'm the man with I'm the Mr. Know-It-All, the man with the unpopular opinion. You know what I mean? So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? We're just gonna be out. I'm looking forward to seeing this shit. Get your fucking pay-per-view, and I've dropped more motherfucking. I'm talking to y'all. You know who I'm talking to. Y'all watching this shit. Go subscribe to his shit. Go watch these motherfucking battles and hit that motherfucking subscribe button. I'm tired of working. I could drop more videos if I don't got to go to work every motherfucking day. I can't even be at the event because you niggas won't hit subscribe. I'll holler at y'all.